Are memories from your past preventing you from fully appreciating and living in the present? If your past doesn't inspire or push you to be a better version of yourself, it is preferable to discard it and move on. Make peace with your history, but refuse to be a victim of any faults or mistakes you may have made. This guide will teach you the most effective techniques for letting go of the old you. Let's get this party started. Why is it so important to make peace with your past? We have all gone through different stages of life, some of which we are perhaps not so brave to discuss. You might be surprised to learn that almost everyone has experienced shame, disappointment, failure, and feelings of inadequacy at some point in their lives. The difference is that some people have broken free from their past, learned their lessons, and moved on, while others have not. Others are still being influenced by it. Which of the two are you? A person who has never made a mistake has never attempted anything new, says the famous statement. Keeping in mind that your unconscious mind is geared to protect you from painful events. That is why one moment you may be as happy as you can be until a memory from your past surfaces, robbing you all of joy. What happened was that your unconscious mind stopped that concept from healing and it's now hurting your current way of living. To retrain your mind, you must let go of the past, forgive yourself and others, and commit to a new chapter in your life. Tips for making peace with your past that have worked for others. Number 1. Determine the source of the problem. You may need to take a step back and consider the scenario that makes you feel humiliated or insecure whenever you recall it. Ask yourself questions like, what lessons has this taught me? Once you have discovered the trigger, if you have offended someone or they have offended you, this is the greatest time to make peace with them and forgive them completely. Accept the flaw, mistake, and move on if it's something you have no control over and no way of changing. That way, you will be able to let go of your past and not let it hold you back from achieving your goals. Number 2, be open to change. Change is unavoidable. You, like the rest of the world, are always changing. Accept that things will not always go as planned and be willing to embrace your flaws rather than clinging to the past. Furthermore, just because you made a mistake in the past does not mean you will not have the opportunity to right it in the future. Whatever happened in the past, you may learn from it and grow as a person. Don't allow your mistakes define you. Instead, learn from them and strive to improve. Allow your history to remain in the past. Number 3, recognize that you won't be able to control everything all of the time. You can't control what happens to you, but you can manage how you react to it. And by doing so, you will master change rather than allowing it to master you. Stop torturing yourself for things you have no control over. The truth is that you cannot control everything. Events will always occur that will cause your plans to be disrupted. And if you are not careful, you will be exhausted, miserable, and frustrated for the rest of your life. It's the same with your past. You can't alter it, but you can take action today that will lead to greater results tomorrow. Number 4, be present in the moment. Last night was the end of yesterday. It's a new day, and you are excited about the weeks, months, and years ahead, which will allow you to rewrite your own tale. Recognize what you are missing in the present moment and live fully in it. Put yesterday's problems aside, enjoy today, and make plans for the future while remaining flexible with the process to prevent becoming irritated. Remember the saying, what is this life if we have no time to stand and stare in the midst of our cares? Number 5, learn from your mistakes and grow as a person. Accept the lessons, admit that you were wrong and that you made mistakes, and be encouraged to build a better future. This should be your attitude and temperament regardless of what has happened in the past. You will be free of your past constraints and at peace with yourself if you do this way.